everyone.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mark.
And this is Smokey, Steve, and Mark.
Yes, it is.
Welcome or welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Nice to see you. It is snowy day.
Is it chilly at your house, too?
And chilly.
My
Yeah.
gosh.
Surprisingly, it's not as cold as I thought it would be outside. I always think,
No.
like, when it snows, it's going to be, like, 0 degrees, but it's not, you know. But,
No.
oh, boy, is it snowing.
Yeah, slick outside.
Mhm.
Early out of work a couple days.
Oh,
Because we
yes.
closed because wasn't safe to be out.
Yep.
It wasn't that we had a foot of snow exactly. We had our share. Though.
Yeah,
I'd say
and
we
they
had our share.
predicted, you know, they weren't, you know, well, we're right in the middle of it now, but we certainly didn't get 12 inches, but we didn't get 1 inch either, you know,
No.
so we'll just see how it all pans out over the next day, you know, but I didn't go to work. We worked from home.
No, I
so.
went out last night. I was driving. It's skid.
Yeah.
I hate that. I'll drive
Yeah.
in snow, but ice or heavy
Mhm.
rain, no. So went out, loaded up on the essentials, cat food and cigarettes, and then then came back. And I worked a few hours today, and then we closed again.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to have a fun show tonight because for me, when the weather is like this, it's just the perfect time to do some Christmas cookie baking.
And how?
Oh, yes. And we're going to do that tonight. And we may have an interesting fact or two. But you know what? First, we forgot something in our last mail call video.
Package flew all the way across the back of the trunk of the car.
Yes!
And was not brought into the house.
We have another package to open. So we thought we'd open that first.
Mhm.
And then maybe we'll head into the kitchen and do some baking.
Sounds good to me.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's the package.
Okay.
And I even got you something to open it up with.
Oh, thank you. My knife.
Definitely.
The knife is always like much more reliable.
I don't know how we missed it. You know what? When I went in the car, I was putting the seats down and up and all that, and I found it way in the back of the car. You know, so it must have slid the other day whenever he had picked up all the packages in the mail.
There we go.
And then I'll be going tomorrow to pick up the rest of the mail from this week. There's some cards and stuff there, so we'll be opening that up at the beginning of next week. Okay.
We have.
What do we have?
Hand this over to you.
All right. Oh, look. It's Delta Smith's Christmas. I know who this is from.
Yeah.
Is this from Carrie?
I believe it's from Carrie.
All right, let's see. Wait, here's the return.
Okay.
I don't know if it's on there or not, but let's see. Dear Stephen and Mark.
Okay. This was indispensable when my kids were home. Hope you find it interesting.
Carrie
Thank you, Carrie.
S. Oh, thank you. We opened your card the other day and this went with it. Oh, it's a Delta Smith Christmas. Look, there's recipes. Puddings and mincemeat.
Ooh.
Roasted stuffed peppers with
Mince.
oh my gosh.
Very
You
nice.
know how much I love cookbooks. I love and Delta Smith's Christmas. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
So nice. Oh, that's so cool.
That's good stuff.
Oh, it is. So I'll tell you what. So we had to bake some cookies, right? And these are the last 3 cookies from our cookie recipe swap giveaway. And I realized when I was getting all the ingredients out that, well, we might, you know, we're going to be short on some of them. So even though it's a winter wonderland outside,
Yeah.
I took a trip out in the snow, and I took you all with me. So let's go pick up some ingredients in the snow, okay? Goodness. So, oh wow, I was afraid I was going to run out of a couple things, so I thought I would run to the store and, oh, is it snowing? And, you know, more than that, like, I don't know, this is going to be all day, all night, into the next day, so we may be snowed in for a couple days, so I guess I better pick up a few things. So come along with me, all right? Oh, I do love a good snowfall. Now, normally I'm not too keen on driving in it, but it's not terribly bad yet, you know, so it is beautiful, huh? Oh, I hope you can see it. And yeah, the roads are starting to get covered, but they're really not terrible. And I do have 4-wheel drive, so we're pretty good here. yeah, I wanted to run to the store because this snow, ooh, and I think the predictions are still up to 12 inches. Oh boy. So I figure if we're going to be snowed in, we're going to need some provisions. You know what I mean? Okay, I have to turn the defrost on. I hope it's not too loud. Okay. Our windows were getting a little fogged up there, though. I don't know if you remember or not, but we're in Scranton, and we're in like a valley, you know, and gosh, the weather is very rarely predicted correctly, or they do a real wide prediction, you know, like ours today, 1 to 12 inches. What? You know? So, and it can be like that. Everywhere else could get 12 inches and we could get 1, or everywhere else could get 1 and we get 12. We just never know. Now, this does look like it's a pretty heavy snowfall and long, so I do think we're gonna possibly get it. So I guess we shall see. It looks beautiful though, doesn't it? Look at the trees. And next week we're gonna do a little tour of the neighborhood lights. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I still have to put up my lights outside. Do you believe it's less than 2 weeks to Christmas and I still don't have the outside lights up? Oh well, what are you gonna do? Well, I'm about a block or 2 away from home. Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you for coming with me. I hope you enjoyed our little trek through the snow to the store. It was a lot of fun. And here we are. Dun, dun, dun.
That's a little wild and
it was.
spooky
The roads were covered. They were, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just thought we have a lot of folks that don't get snow, you know, and I thought maybe it might be nice to see it. So, But anyway, so we have all of our ingredients. We're all set up. So let's head over to the kitchen and bake up these cookies.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Hello everyone. So I'm in the kitchen and I'm feeling festive. We are going to make 7-layer bars. Okay, this was submitted to us by Sue P. It's a very, very good recipe. It's very, very decadent sounding, and it's practically a dump recipe. Okay, those of you who know. All right, so here's where we're gonna start. I have a 9x9 with 2 tablespoons of butter melted in the bottom. We also have over here 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, a generous 1 cup, maybe a 1 1/3 of coconut, sweetened coconut, butterscotch chips, 1 1/3, chocolate chips, 1 1/3, nuts, 1 1/3, and then a can of sweetened condensed milk. I put them in a circle so I remember the order. So first, we're just layering this. There's nothing to stir, there's nothing to do. We start with the graham crackers and do them in the bottom layer. There is an order to it. It does matter what order they go in. So, graham crackers, done. Next is the coconut. I'm telling you, these were like a bake sale delight. Going through, oh my god, so good. And you only need a piece the size of like a bonbon. Next, butterscotch chips. Now, if for some reason you don't like butterscotch or you don't like chocolate, you want milk chocolate, you know, they're your 7-layer bars once they're not mine anymore. So, you can do whatever you like. Chocolate chips. Anybody else's sweet tooth kicking already? All right. Nuts, I'm using walnuts. If you have almonds, if you have peanuts, whatever you want to use. But we're using, it was 1 1/3 cups, and then I ground it. So this is our ground walnuts. Okay. Make sure everybody's in place. And then lastly, we top it with 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. This is the devil's plaything. Sweetened condensed milk. Just gonna kind of get it around. This is gonna go in the oven, so if it's not perfect, don't freak out. We'll get the rest out of the can, because it does like to stick. Now, if you're like me and you fiend for this once in a while, you can get sweetened condensed milk in the international section. I think Goya is the brand. It might be Nestle. And you can get it in a tube like ketchup and just put it on everything. I think that's a very good idea myself, but you know, Mark's the one with the tips. So, all right, there we are, all covered. Now we're gonna go in to a 350-degree oven for half an hour. You know, check at 25 maybe and see. And we'll be back. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, it's been half an hour. Ooh, this smells good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you can see brown around the outside. It's still bubbling, tingling. So this has to cool completely. I mean, don't even go near it for a while. After it cools a little bit on the counter, maybe you could toss it in the fridge to take some time off. So there you have it. 7-layer bars.
Okay, so it's on to the next recipe from our recipe swap giveaway. We're gonna make some cream cheese cookies, and these were sent in by Beth B. So in my bowl, I have 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. We also need a box of yellow cake mix, a 1/4 cup of softened butter, 1 egg, also at room temperature. And then in this bowl, we have about a 1/2 cup of sugar. And this is for rolling only. So I have red, green, and then I have some clear coarse sugar in there too. All right, so the first... Oh, yep, well, Santa Claus, yeah, he's just for show. He's not an ingredient. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is combine our cream cheese with our butter, our egg, and in addition to that, we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're going to cream that together until it's nice and fluffy. And now it's time to add our cake mix, and we're gonna do this a little bit at a time, making sure that we mix well after each addition. Now you can use your hand mixer for this, or you can stir it in by hand. The most important thing is that all the mix is incorporated in. Looks good. Okay, now we chill that dough for 30 minutes. Now that our dough is nice and firm, it's time to shape it into 1-inch balls. You could use a cookie scoop or just do it by hand. And then we're gonna put it right into our sugar and coat it all over. After that, place it right onto a baking sheet, which you line with some parchment paper. And of course, well, repeat with the rest of your dough. All right, looks like it's time to bake. So we're gonna bake in a 375-degree oven for 8 to 10 minutes. All right, all done. They look and smell absolutely delicious. All right, so now we're gonna let them cool right on the baking pan for 5 minutes and then transfer to a cooling rack to cool completely. And there you have it, cream cheese cookies. Okay, so we're on to our third and last cookie from our recipe swap giveaway, and this one was sent in by Samantha P. Oh, and it has such a great story that goes along with it. I printed it out so I could share it with you. The cookie recipe I'm submitting for your swap is a very special one to me and in our house. It's the first Christmas cookie that every kid in the family gets to make. That's so cool. So here's how the story goes. Other than a Smoky Mountain Christmas, Oh yeah, a favorite movie of mine too, Samantha. My favorite Christmas movie is Santa Claus the movie. You know, with the animatronic reindeer and everything. It's so cool. Well, the first year I watched it, I asked my mom if we could leave a treat for Santa's reindeer. So, my mom found this recipe, and ever since we left a plate of these with a special note for the reindeer, alongside some gingerbread cookies and milk for Santa. I love it. That's so awesome. And it is a great recipe indeed. And just perfect for the kiddos. Yes, it is. Today, we're going to be making some reindeer treats. Oh, yeah, and it's so easy. And it all starts with one package of butterscotch chips. We got to go and melt these down, okay? Okay, so we are all melted. Oh, I love the smell of butterscotch. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, okay. So we're all melted, and I just did that, put the whole package in a bowl, and I microwaved it at 15-second intervals until it was nice and melted just like this. And then, of course, you want to stir it after every 15 seconds too, okay? So, gosh, I mean, I swear it took maybe a minute, that's it, to do it. They melted really nice. All right, now to this we're going to add the rest of our ingredients, okay? 1.5 cups of mini marshmallows, 1.5 cups of dry roasted salted peanuts, and 1.5 cups of, oh yes, crunchy chow mein noodles. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. And then we just mix this up until everything is thoroughly coated with the butterscotch, okay? Oh man, this recipe reminds me of one that I did at in the autumn time, and we called them haystacks. But it had some different ingredients, but the preparation was the same. Oh, these are so delicious. Oh. Okie dokie, take a look at that. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so, and now we're just gonna get a baking sheet, which we've lined with some parchment paper, okay? And then we're just gonna drop them, and whatever size you wanna do, it's totally up to you, okay? We're gonna make, we'll try the first one here. See, I think that's pretty good. We're just gonna drop that right on our baking sheet here. And let's see, I'm going to kind of stack it up a little. I think that's a good size. What do you think? All right, that works. So, all right, as you can see, I am just dropping these right onto our parchment-lined baking sheet. And then if it gets a little messy, I just use my fingers and push them together. I think that one's a little big. And then we're just going to repeat with until we're out. Until we're out, y'all. Ooh, that's good. That's a good size. All right. There we go. Check them out. Oh. I made them. We came up with 30. Now, as you can see, I made them a little large. So I'm thinking, gosh, you could make them, a little bit smaller than this, and you can get, a lot more out probably. And y'all, that's all there is to it. Now we do have to let them sit and cool off completely so they set. And then we're gonna plate them all up. Oh, I think Santa's reindeer are going to be very happy this Christmas Eve. Don't you think? Thank you so much, Samantha P, for sharing a very special cookie recipe with us, okay? And, well, there you have it, our reindeer treats! It's all about cookies today, so I thought it would only be so appropriate to share some interesting facts all about the Cookie Monster. Yes! So, if you've ever wondered what is on Cookie Monster's birth certificate. Well, it's not Cookie Monster. It's Sid. Yes, Sesame Street's resident cookie lover joins the forces with some other fictional characters whose real names we may not be aware of, just like Captain Crunch. His real name is Horatio Magellan Crunch. Okay. Now, Cookie Monster revealed his true name in the 2004 segment, The First Time Me Eat Cookie. And speaking of Sesame Street, Snuffleupagus. Yeah, well, his real first name is Aloysius. Huh, like, who knew that too? Now, despite the fact that many people were shocked whenever he first revealed his true first name, they were equally as shocked in 2022 when the character tweeted, yes, the Cookie Monster tweets these days. Did you know me real name is Sid, but me still likes to be called Cookie Monster? And another interesting fact, the Cookie Monster was not originally designed for Sesame Street. You see, he was designed by Jim Henson for a 1966 Canada commercial for General Foods, and that commercial never aired. I don't know. And then he went on to make his Sesame Street debut 3 years later, and since then he has been a beloved fan favorite for over a half a century.
Here we are.
Not bad, huh?
How sweet.
Well, here's your 7-layer bars. Look,
They look delicious,
they turned
don't
out
they?
nice. And you could cut those in any size you want.
I
really,
would, yeah, any size. You could do larger. Sometimes at giant, they have a giant
like
one.
the big
They have
ones like that, yeah.
But these are
They're not
just
half as good as
they're
these,
a little
though.
sweet, buddy.
Yeah, and this size here, it made 16. 1, 2, 3,
In a 9
4,
by
5,
9,
7,
it made
8.
16.
Yeah, it was made 16. And how about and then oh my gosh, and then the reindeer snacks.
Oh my gosh.
They turned out so good.
And they're tasty too.
They're tasty too, right?
And
And then you have the cream cheese cookies. These look amazing. These are very visual.
I know. Haven't tried these yet.
I gotta try those.
And
And then
then
of course Kathy L's
Kathy L's
coconut
coconuts,
cookies.
which oh my god, so good.
They're good. I know. I had
So good. And
I
they freeze like
froze
a
them.
dream.
Yeah, I froze them. The rest are gone.
Yeah, the rest are gone.
I
This
had
is
to
what was
grab
left
those
for
out.
filming.
Right? So that was the lineup. That was the 4 cookies from our cookie recipe swap giveaway. Thank you so much, Kathy and Beth and Sue and Samantha.
Thank
oh
y'all.
my gosh, thank you and congratulations.
This was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And testament to their recipes. We whipped all this together pretty quick.
We did. We did.
Because they were pretty good recipes.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just,
They were good, and it was a nice combination of like fairly easy,
Yeah,
you know, and
assembly.
no bake,
Yeah.
and then they were all
No
easy
mixing
to do.
needed for the bars.
Yeah.
Just a dump.
And it was so much fun.
It was good.
too, and we got to bake together.
Yeah, we got to hang out in the kitchen.
We don't usually.
I can cook with you in the kitchen. Baking makes me anxious because I don't know much about baking.
Oh.
Except that you did it for years.
Oh well, yeah.
So I offer to help in my little way.
Mhm.
I could probably measure the ingredients.
Well, they say baking is a science, but I mean, I guess it is. But
Bakers are born, not made.
yeah, well, yes, I've heard that before.
But some of us who aren't can still make great 7-layer bars.
yes.
I think I'll be staying up late tonight if you
Oh
don't mind.
yeah, they look good. So that was that, and then of course we have these are going to go in the Christmas platter, the cookie platter, and we also have our Grinch cookie too. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we may have one more for you coming up too. So anyway, so we hope you enjoyed our Christmas cookie galore. lore video. I don't know.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your recipes.
Yes.
Thank you for watching.
Yep.
Please do subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You get alerts when we have new videos and go live. We're on Facebook, on Instagram, email address, contact info. It's all below in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Yes, we will. I hope you had fun. I hope you had as much fun as we did tonight. Because
Yeah.
I really enjoyed doing this.
Yeah.
I remember back to my childhood when we would have Christmas cooking. You know, it was like a day-long thing, and we would just make all cookies, and there were sprinkles everywhere, and you know, and this was a lot of fun. And this reminded me of that. So, yes, thank you again. Everybody have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you next time, okay? Ciao! Bye. All right, I'm trying the cream cheese cookie right now.
Try. I'm taking one, too.